girls, movie girls, movie girls, movie girls, movie girls, movie girls, movie girls.
I actually love the title track for this comeback. I think it's iconic, fits Itzy's discography in general very well. I love the chorus. It is repetitive, and I know a lot of people complain about that, but I don't think it's done badly. I think it's really catchy, and a lot of K-pop choruses are very repetitive, and I find this to be well made. Like, it doesn't get annoying to me. The chorus is simple and powerful, which I think does really well with the pre-chorus. The pre-chorus is probably my favorite part of Girls Will Be Girls. It sounds so good. The music video is also just really fun in general. I like the whole like apocalyptic dystopian vibe that's going on. I think it suits really well kind of like Untouchable era, which Leah didn't get to be a part of, so it's kind of fun to have her in a concept like this. And I like the whole part where they have to go save her, or where she's not with them. I think it is kind of a reference to the time that she spent in hiatus. I also really like that they continued with the whole dance break thing that they have going on. Ever since Wannabe worked really well with a group that's that talented with performing and dancing, and I'm just kind of glad to see them continue that forward. Kiss and Tell is so good. Definitely one of my favorite B-sides I think that I've seen from ITZY. It's giving Y2K, Brat, all of that. That's a concept that I really enjoy. I do really like this song. At first, I wasn't a huge fan of kind of the Vocaloid distortion that's on all of their voices, but after listening to it more, I think it does kind of add to the aesthetic and the concept that that song has overall. I feel like I always see people talking about bring back fun K-pop and noisy K-pop, and I think this song kind of tailors to that very well. It's fun, and I really enjoy like the whole like, I think that's super fun. And they released a fan chant for this song, so I'm excited to see if they end up doing maybe a live performance of this. I mean, why would they release the fan chant if they're not gonna do a performance of it? I'm excited to see what the choreography is for Kiss and Tell. I think it sounds so magical, very like fantasy-esque. The vocalists get a really nice chance to kind of show off what they can do, especially Leah. It's very groovy, and maybe this is just more my type of music. I really like this song. I've been listening to it on repeat. I also find it very interesting that Leah gets kind of more of a rapping part, and Ryujin doesn't seem to get a lot. She does have her moments in Kiss and Tell. So she doesn't have no rapping, but it's not as much as usual, and they did kind of give more Ryujin typical parts to other members, which I found interesting. Okay, next we have Promise. This song gives me very like OST vibes, or like the ending of a drama or an anime or something like that. It's definitely a break-in vibe from the rest of the album. It's very much like slower, optimistic. It's good, but it is different. It's also the longest song in the EP, which makes sense because it is kind of a slower tempo. Very pretty song in general, and I do really like the vibe of it.
Walk. Yeah, that's me. Walking, just like this. Turn me up, turn me up.
Walk is such like a diva anthem. It's giving runway, catwalk. It's so model coded. Makes you feel like you're that girl. During Pride Month. No, this is like a Pride Month diva anthem. Honestly, it's so good. I don't even know if ITZY knows the anthem that they just released. Less melodic, but I do really enjoy it. I think it's kind of a vibe, it's a statement. Girls Will Be Girls in general was a long-awaited comeback, at least for me. If you've been around the K-pop scene for a while, you would know that ITZY was really popular in their debut days, but that they haven't had a comeback in recent years that has won public opinion over as well as they did when they first debuted. Dalla Dalla, Icy, and Wannabe all hit records that still stand tall today. As ITZY continues to have new comebacks and release new music, they are met with criticism and compared to those debut albums. They're constantly measured up to their older eras, and a lot of that comes from people claiming a shift in concept or management decisions from JYP. But to call ITZY a flop or unpopular is just a straight up lie. ITZY still has incredibly successful comebacks, well-attended world tours, brand deals, contracted content, and I know many say that ITZY fell off after Loco era, but I've personally really enjoyed their recent comebacks. I can understand not enjoying a comeback. There's definitely some eras where I don't enjoy the music as much as other eras, and that goes for any group. But I feel like with ITZY, because they debuted with such a high standard and high popularity, people keep demanding that from them, and they get put to a higher standard than other groups. I also feel like a lot of people just don't understand their concept in general. ITZY's slogan is all in us. So I feel like it makes sense for all of their concepts to be different, embody what it means to change and to try new things and to reach new aspects within yourself, which is why they have such a focus on self-love. Because understanding that you have everything within yourself has been their concept from day one. I love the concept of the album, and I think Girls Will Be Girls is kind of a statement being like, this is just how we are. Stop asking for new comebacks or old ITZY, because ITZY's never strayed from their concept. I feel like people just didn't know what they were signing up for. So like it or not, Girls Will Be Girls. I like it. I really do hope ITZY gets a win with this comeback. I think it's well prepared, well produced. I think it has a lot of potential. And since the album's release, it's been pretty well accepted. It also seems like JYP is investing in them a bit more. ITZY hasn't had a performance with Studio Choom for quite a few comebacks. But we did get a Studio Choom performance with Girls Will Be Girls, which is really nice to see because that's a very well produced studio. It really does highlight the choreography in a way that I don't feel like any of the other studios can. The teaser for this comeback was about 6 minutes long, which is pretty long for a comeback trailer. I'm really proud of ITZY. They landed number 1 as the trending music video and number 2 as the music video with the most views in 24 hours. The teaser for this comeback did better than a lot of their teasers have for a long time. 86 on the Global Digital Artist rank. And they landed 86 in the what am I even saying? It's so hard to say. So I'm curious what you guys thought about this comeback. I really enjoyed it. I think the music video is super well done. I really like the choreography in general. And just as a ITZY, I really like their music. I think this comeback suits them. I think it fits them very well. But what do you think? I really like it personally. But I do feel like ITZY gets so much criticism for things that other groups don't. And I'm just like, hey, whatever. But I really do hope they get a win. I think they deserve it. Please let me know your thoughts on ITZY in general, your thoughts on the comebacks, and what kind of videos you want to see next.